What is up, everybody? Dirt Further here. Hope you're doing well today. I haven't done a lot of Rocksmith Plus news related stuff in a long time, just because I kind of fell out of the regular rhythm and interest of, talking about what's in each new monthly update, etc. And for a while, it was just kind of, just rinse and repeat. Here's a bunch of songs. A lot of them are obscure, blah, 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 blah. But we've recently surpassed the 1-year anniversary of Rocksmith Plus. Last month we did. It's been out for a year already. Can you believe that? And two really big things have kind of surfaced about the game, and it really makes me excited for the future of it and what it's going to be like going forward. So let's talk about that a little bit. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that we're going to be seeing likely some really big artists in the game going forward, and just bigger, more popular groups of music added to the game going forward. Up until now, Rocksmith Plus has been very much on the obscure side. A lot of repeated covers of the same songs over and over by different artists. They're going for the really big, like, we're trying to get everything ever licensed, right? And so far it's been the same, like, basic pool of songs, and then you can tell that they're like getting every like version of it, like live, covers from other artists of the same songs over and over. Like there's a million versions of Born to Be Wild on Rocksmith Plus, for example. Like they get the rights to one song or group of songs, and then they're like, or there's a lot of obscure artists, like a lot of international artists that have a bunch of, like, there's a bunch of Spanish music in Rocksmith Plus and a bunch of other stuff like that. So it's a really eclectic, interesting kind of skewing towards the more obscure type of list. And that doesn't mean that it's been bad. It's just been not what people are probably used to. Since the beginning of this game was announced and all that, and the music licensing methods have been talked about over and over, they've always said that they want to be able to secure rights from like full record labels, right? And be able to say, like, give me all of this band's or this artist's discography. And then they want to just blanket license all of it, make it all available in the game. Ubisoft will chart some stuff, the community will chart other stuff, because you can just make your own charts for Rocksmith Plus with the workshop and then share it with everybody. So that's always been their method of how they want to get, eventually millions of songs in this game, right? They're headed in the right direction. They're headed in a very good direction here, because in September, for the 1-year anniversary, they added a bunch of really big songs from Warner artists, Warner Music Group, WMG. They reached an agreement to include Warner Music Group's catalog, which is huge. Like, so many artists that you know and love are licensed or signed under Warner Music Group. And as a result, in September, we got a really, really big, exciting list of songs from Linkin Park, for example. I think this list here's what we got back in September here. Look at all the Linkin Park: Bleed It Out, Crawling, Faint, Fighting Myself, In the End, Lost, Massive, More the Victim, New Divide, Numb, One Step Closer, Paper Cut, Points of Authority. It's all of their hugest songs. We got Seal's Kiss from a Rose. We got Testament. We got a bunch. We got like the greatest hits of Sepultura here. We got a bunch of The Cure. A lot of these Cure songs originally were just live versions, but here's like the actual studio versions. Testament, Souls of Black, and Electric Crown. That's huge. I love both those songs. We got a bunch of Twisted Sister. They're big hits too. We're Not Gonna Take It, I Want to Rock, Born to Be Wild. I was just talking about that. But yeah, it's really, really exciting to see where the future is headed with things in that direction. Even if they'll eventually hopefully get partnered with other giant music labels, but Warner Music Group is a really big one to start with. So that was September's big update. They even said big updates to our music library coming soon back in August. They were definitely onto something there. And then in September there was another drop. There were 2 song drops in September, at the beginning and at the end. And, we got Hailstorm, Alabama, New Order, and more. RIP all the Cirque du Soleil songs here. But yeah, they got Hailstorm. It's just 2 covers right now. I Hate Myself for Loving You and Ride the Lightning. But that is really, really good. That's a good start. They add another Linkin Park song, One More Light, New Order, Bizarre Love Triangle, Blue Monday. Those are big songs. More Sepultura stuff, The Cure, Twisted Sister. So you see, they're slowly adding bigger things in. It's just taking time. That's the whole thing, right? So with that alone, honestly, it's starting to feel like Rocksmith Plus has more value to it, because they're getting bigger artists in there and stuff like that, right? And big songs from those big artists. There were big artists in the game before, but a lot of it has skewed towards the more obscure B-sides, live versions, covers, stuff like that. But the Linkin Park stuff really, really excited me, and I hope to get some more Hailstorm as well, more than just their covers. I'd like to get their original stuff in there. They had stuff in 2014 as DLC back in the day, so I'm pretty confident that we'll see more of them in the future. Seal was really cool to see. The Cure, Twisted Sister. So really, really happy and hopeful for the future in that regard. Now, the other gigantic, huge thing that I'm really excited to talk to you about is piano support. On October 3rd, an interview with a ROCKSMITH Plus producer was released with Sports Illustrated, of all places, of all publications. They talked about the first year of ROCKSMITH Plus. Let's see if we can pull up the article here. So I guess there were kind of two articles here to look at. First one, they talked about the first year of the game and how first impressions stick. They didn't mince words really about how, you know, ROCKSMITH Plus has had kind of a negative or kind of a rough beginning, so to speak, with music in it being not what you'd normally expect to see in ROCKSMITH. And, you know, that's to be expected with how they've said from the beginning, you know, what their licensing plans are. But for the most part, up till now, it's been very much obscure and then kind of bottom of the barrel type of vibe with the songs that they're choosing. But you can read this article here. I'll probably put this in the description if you want to like read all about it. But it talks about the licensing contract with Warner and how they're going to continue to grow the music library going forward now that they have access to all their music. You know what I mean? This whole article is really interesting. And then here's the article that talks about piano support, which I'm really excited for. I recently got a Yamaha P45 piano keyboard, and it's going to be really exciting to get started learning with that. I'm going to start playing it on today's Saturday the 21st, starting on Wednesday the 25th of October. You're going to start seeing me at least once a week on Twitch, twitch.tv/derpfurler, learning piano with the game. So I hope you're excited to see that, everybody. But anyway, ROCKSMITH Plus is a year old, and to celebrate, Ubisoft is adding piano with 300 new songs, 300 piano charts, including classics from Billy Joel and Coldplay. I've heard that they're going to add like classical stuff too as well, so that's really, really exciting. ROCKSMITH's first new instrument in over 10 years. This is true. They've only been guitar and bass since like 2012. They added bass in 2012, and that was the last new instrument they added, so really exciting to see piano being added to the game. These are the songs that they highlighted as coming. Coldplay Clocks, Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You. Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You, and Linkin Park Lost are already in the library, but they'll be getting their own special piano charts. Coldplay Clocks, Billy Joel Piano Man, White Stripes My Doorbell, and for Elise, see what I said about classical stuff? They're going to add classical stuff in there too, which is very, very exciting. One thing that I'm not sure about, and I'm sure that I can assume this, but I think, you know, on the guitar and bass side of things, they've added the chord charts, you know what I mean? Like the AI generated chord charts. So, you know, I'm assuming that maybe there will be AI generated piano charts as well, meaning you can play piano chords on any song. But that's just me making assumptions. I honestly don't know for sure. So we shall see how that goes. I hope you guys are excited for the future of ROCKSMITH Plus. Let me know in the comments down below. I haven't made a video about this game in a very, very, very long time, outside of the odd, you know, YouTube video here and there of me playing through a song or a group of songs, etc. So feel free to let me know how you've been thinking, if your perception of ROCKSMITH Plus has changed, if you think that, you know, the Warner Music Group songs that are going to be added going forward, and the piano support. Let me know if you think that adds value to the game now, to your subscription, if you're still subscribed to it. I think it adds a lot of value myself. I'm really excited to learn piano. I've never played piano in my life. I tried my hand at Rock Band Pro Keys back in the day, but I never got anywhere meaningful with it. So I'm basically starting from scratch with piano, and I will be streaming my process with that, my learning process, over on Twitch. And we're going to start streaming on YouTube as well simultaneously, because as of yesterday, with today's Saturday the 21st, yesterday in this time, they announced at TwitchCon that you can now co-stream your stream to whatever other live streaming services you want. Up until now, you could just do your Twitch stream while also being on TikTok, or also just on Instagram, you know, just mobile apps. But now going forward, they're gonna let you co-stream on YouTube and Kick and Facebook and Twitter, like everywhere, you know what I mean? So going forward, we're gonna be streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all simultaneously when we do our usual streams. So I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all this ROCKSMITH Plus stuff, and I will discuss it with you in the comments, depending on what you say. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Love you all a freaking bunch, and hope we can see each other again soon. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks for being here, everybody.